Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, everybody is had their first cup of coffee, just like me. I'm just wrapping up my first cup of Sumatra coffee. Welcome today to What's New for Financial Services Operations, the Vancouver release, which is a live on ServiceNow presentation. A quick safe harbor notice that today Maggie and I might be making some forward-looking statements. So please make your purchasing decisions based on what's currently in the market. Once again, everybody, welcome. Today's session, like I said, is a part of Live on ServiceNow, which is a curated event series to connect you with ServiceNow experts like Maggie and myself and peers that can help you deploy your products and achieve value faster. We hope you can join us at another webinar or meetup. We have a lot of live on ServiceNow webinars for CSM, field service management, and other products. You can see the schedule by scanning the QR code or using the link in the chat. A few housekeeping items before we jump in. We will have a Q&A session at the end of the presentation, so please leverage the Q&A button at the bottom of Zoom chat. There is a separate option for chat. Don't use that one. Use Q&A specifically for asking questions that Maggie and I can answer, and we'll try to address them. Second, this session will be recorded and shared on the ServiceNow community site. And lastly, after the event, you will be prompted to fill out a short survey to help improve our future webinars, and we really appreciate your feedback. Now, to introduce ourselves, my name is Namit Saxena, and I'm the head of banking product here at ServiceNow. And I'm super excited to be joined by my colleague, Megan McDonald, who is a senior outbound product manager on our financial services operations product team. Next, I'll jump into the agenda for the session. So we've made some exciting updates to financial services operations, FSO, since our last release. Today, as part of what's new in Vancouver for FSO, I'll go through enhancements in FSO for banking, and Maggie will go through enhancements in FSO for insurance. Then we will both cover the new FSO integrations, that is spokes, and then we'll have a lot of demos today after some quick slides. So I hope everybody brought some popcorn. And as I mentioned, there will be time for a formal Q&A at the end, but please feel free to ask Q&A using the Q&A function, and then we'll go through them real time as well. So let's jump into FSO for banking enhancements as part of our Vancouver release. As everyone is aware, we speak of the FSO roadmap in 3 swim lanes. The top swim lane are the core capabilities that help our customers accelerate digitizing work for all customer service and customer operations in financial services industry. The second swim lane is for banking applications for high-value use cases that our design customers and partners are asking us to accelerate. And then the third swim lane are similarly high-value applications for use cases for insurance providers. Our key focus for today are the Vancouver enhancements that are highlighted in pink. But since the last family release in Feb of 2023, we also had a store release in May 2023, which we are called Utah Plus, and those enhancements have been highlighted in yellow. For ease of everybody in the audience, we'll cover both Utah Plus and Vancouver today, so that you have all the enhancements since the last family release in one easy to digest overview. The key focus for us has always been helping our customers gain speed and agility throughout a bank or a credit union or a lending organization. So in this release, we focused on enhancing our dispute management capabilities, which are inside our card operations application, which we had first released in the Tokyo release. And then second, we introduce an integration to Equifax, one of the top 3 credit bureaus, not only just in the US, but across the world. This Equifax integration follows the Secure integration, which we had also released in the Tokyo release. Both Equifax and Secure integrations help our customers and partners simplify onboarding and credit decisioning. So let's take a look at each of these enhancements with some quick overviews and then what everybody's here for, demos. In Vancouver, like I mentioned, we introduced multiple enhancements to the card operations applications to help better manage card disputes. So these features are the out-of-the-box dispute manager dashboard, workflow enhancements to more easily remain compliant with Regulation Z, with approvals, and pre-populated email templates crafted for every step of the dispute journey. We are very thankful to our design customers who have helped us understand this space deeply. The benefits of these 3 enhancements are that dispute managers are able to view approvals that they need to action, as well as get insights into the overall performance of the dispute team, manage SLAs, and remain compliant to the various card network timelines. With approval workflow enhancements, the disputes that require additional approvals can be easily configured and sent to the dispute managers. With email templates, customers get visibility into the status, and employees get help by reducing their workload of sending out notifications. So in my short demo, I will go over these points, and I recommend everybody to read the documentation for more details. I'll demo the new Vancouver enhancements for dispute management in 3 quick back-to-back demos. Let's start by taking a look at workflow enhancements, which kick off additional approvals when needed. For issuing banks, this feature helps meet the 4I principle, which is when 2 people sometimes need to approve things before it goes out from the bank. A new approval step has been added at the manual investigation step. Here, as the dispute agent is decisioning on a particular transaction based on all the information that they have received from both the customer and the merchant, they can elect to request that a dispute manager approve their analysis. The second new approval has been added at the review representment step under the chargeback swim lane. Here, as the dispute agent reviews a new additional information shared by the merchant, such as the receipt, and then they decide that the merchant should be refunded, they can request for an additional approval from their dispute manager. Speaking of dispute managers, next, let's take a look at the enhancements targeted towards dispute managers. The new role has a dedicated landing page in Workspace, as well as access to respective dashboards within performance analytics and process optimization. Dispute managers now have a dedicated new role in FSO. Dispute managers are greeted by a dashboard which tells them how their team is performing and if there are any missed SLAs or dispute cases that require their approval as a 4I check. They can quickly directly jump into tasks requiring their approval. They can even investigate further and jump into financial accounts and transactions, and then decide on whether they approve processing this dispute or not. Finally, we have 5 new out-of-the-box email templates which help issuing banks stay compliant with Regulation Z within the US and other international requirements from the card networks. The first email can go out upon dispute submission, letting the customer know that the dispute has been received. The second email can go out if the dispute is automatically denied based upon the predefined rules. The third email can go out if the rules determine an immediate final credit. The fourth email goes out if the rules determine a provisional credit. And finally, the fifth email can go out if there is a final credit. Let's take a quick look at how these notifications have been defined in the backend, as well as preview them. Here you can see these are the 5 email notifications that are available as part of our Vancouver release. Here is the first email that immediately goes out upon the dispute submission from the issuing bank, which is an acknowledgement that the dispute has been received, and here are the transactions that are confirmed as part of this dispute. Here is a second email in case the issuing bank's automated rule engine decline a dispute. Now, this is an email when the bank decides to make the customer whole while the dispute investigation and resolution continues. The customer receives this email letting them know of this provisional credit while the dispute gets resolved. This is the email that goes out when a decision has been made to issue final credit for a specific transaction within a dispute. This email also goes back to the customer, giving them a final credit, but here it confirms that there was a problem at the merchant side. And the final email wraps up what's new in card operations as part of Vancouver. Thank you. Before I continue, I just want to check, Maggie, how was the audio for the demo video? Was it coming through clearly, or did I not hit the right option in Zoom?
It was coming through.
Okay, great. Well, I hope that if you ever had the unfortunate issue of having your credit card disputes, you get such nice email notifications from your bank that keep you abreast as to where your dispute is in the whole process. So with that, Maggie, over to you to cover what's new for FSO for insurance.
Thank you. Thanks, Amit, for a great overview and demo of the banking enhancements. And as he mentioned, I'm going to cover the exciting updates to our insurance functionality in Vancouver. So first, we're introducing the Claims 360 and Adjuster Workspace experience. We're enhancing the Adjuster Workspace experience to allow adjusters to access claims data, including fraud data, in a single consolidated view. With all the pertinent claims data in a single location, adjusters can close tasks faster, answer claims-related questions with efficiency, and bring faster resolution to claims. Our second new feature is the Frisk integration. Frisk provides real-time, data-driven fraud scores and insights that give instant confidence and understanding of inherent risks of the customer. This integration will enhance the claim processing experience and identify fraudulent claims early in the process. And the last major enhancement is the Guidewire integration. We first introduced this integration in the Utah Plus release that focused on Claim Center. And in Vancouver, we have extended additional actions to Claim Center and connected to Policy Center as well. With this policy functionality, even more underwriting and servicing capabilities are available. So let's jump in. So as I mentioned, the Adjuster Workspace experience is purpose-built for claim adjusters. The workspace provides Claims 360 for claims processing personas with all details in a single convenient dashboard. This dashboard shows everything from pending to outstanding tasks, end-to-end claims histories such as claims financials, and can be shared with other team members and management for easy collaboration. These new features bring many benefits to claims personnel. First, it reduces manual processes and resolves claims faster with access to the pertinent data. Second, it allows adjusters to prioritize and close outstanding tasks easily, which results in faster claims resolution and increased customer satisfaction. Third, it provides access to end-to-end claim history. And last but not least, it enables a truly connected system of action with access to the data you need when you need it. Carriers can build even deeper automation by enabling third-party integrations and core system integrations as well. So now we're going to take a look at the Claim Adjuster workspace in action. I'm not hearing the audio on this one.
Okay, let me just stop and reshare because I feel like I might not have clicked the right setting, which says share computer audio. Let's see. Share. Oh, there it is. Let us restart it. Let's bring you back, Maggie. Let's bring your demo.
Our new adjuster workspace provides a 360-degree view of the claim in a single pane. Here we join our adjuster, Oscar Nauman, as he enters the workspace for a claim belonging to our policyholder, Rick Porter. At a quick glance, we can see that our insured has been involved in a collision. From the incident description, we learn that Rick was involved in a single vehicle accident when his vehicle collided with a tree. So we know that there is only one vehicle involved in this claim, and that if there is a claimant, it will be the owner of the tree. If we scroll down, we can see that the claim properties are in fact the vehicle he is driving, and the claim participant is Rick Porter, our insured, and that he was the driver of this vehicle. From this view, we can also quickly ascertain the financial standing of the claim, as we can see all the outstanding reserves and payments for this claim in a single glance. This makes it easy for the adjuster to decide whether the reserves need to be adjusted for this claim. An important feature is the accounting of the end-to-end history of the claim. Oscar can see all the activities and notes associated with the claim here. He can also see all of the tasks associated with the claim, so he can easily prioritize any and all work associated with this claim to bring faster resolution and eventual settlement to the policyholder for increased customer confidence and satisfaction. Another great feature, of course, is the fraud scoring widget and reason codes. Here, the adjuster can easily gather information regarding the possibility of fraud or the propensity of fraud for this particular claim. As details are added to the claim, the fraud score and reason codes will be updated to reflect the possible changes in risk. This concludes our demo. Thank you.
So I just bought a new car, and I hope that the insurance company that I use doesn't get a claim from me, even though their UI looks so nice.
Totally. That's the hope.
So hopefully I've ironed out the Zoom sharing issues. Every time I just move my mouse, the automated video stops playing. So apologies for that. But I do want to get the help of the audience to do a small clap for Maggie. She just joined our team, I would say 30 days ago, and this is her first webinar for ServiceNow, and I think she's doing a great job. So Maggie, here's a small clap from all the audience members.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Namit.
So that wraps up the updates to banking and insurance core functionality in FSO. We are really excited to see process-based layouts come to life in the Claims 360 workspace in insurance. You saw that workspace looks different than any other workspace, not only in FSO, but also probably within ServiceNow. And our engineers and inbound product management team are working hard to bring these process-based layouts over to the banking applications in the next year. So with that, we're going to shift gears a bit and go into the spokes that we have developed for Vancouver. Maggie, you want to kick us off?
Sure, definitely. So I'll start off with the expansion to our partnership with Guidewire. So as I mentioned earlier, In May of this year, we launched a live integration with Guidewire and Utah Plus that primarily focused on Claims Center. And today we're focused on the expansion of this partnership into Policy Center. So as a refresher, Guidewire is the global market leader for core technology in P&C insurance, and they have over 25% market share. They're geared toward helping their clients resolve claims more easily through digital engagement and embedded analytics. And so our expansion into Policy Center will help our customers and insurance carriers support claims, service policies, and underwrite in a variety of ways. First, it improves the day-to-day work of claims agents because it eliminates the need for them to pivot between systems because it has real-time data from the Guidewire system. Second, it reduces development time and increases speed to market when customers want to connect FSO for insurance to the Guidewire suite. And lastly, it improves the downstream policyholder experience by ensuring seamless and efficient servicing. So with that, we'll jump into the demo to show you this new functionality.
In our latest Vancouver release, FSO Insurance now offers an integration with Guidewire. Guidewire is the global market leader for core technology in property and casualty insurance as a core system of record. For our demo, I'll show the value of this integration from two personas. The first being an FSO administrator who is able to save significant development time by leveraging our out-of-the-box spoke and creating a one-time connection and setup. And the second persona is an FSO claims agent who benefits from our connection to Guidewire as it eliminates the need to pivot between systems, as it offers real-time data and efficacy across a single system of action. This redefines how carriers can underwrite and service policies. So with that, let's get started. For the system administrator, all they need to do is update the connection settings to their Guidewire account in our Guidewire spoke. As you can see, we have both Policy Center and Claims Center. I will show the Policy Center connection here. Next, I'm going to show you the various actions we have built out of the box for the integration. By clicking on Actions and filtering for Guidewire, we can see all the pre-built actions. As an example, we can take a look at Create Minimal Draft Claim and see the inputs here, as well as the data used in the action on the right. Lastly, as an example, I will show you the flow that is triggered when a claims agent inputs the policy number and incident date into the ServiceNow FSO system. I will navigate to Flows, search for Create Draft Claim and Policy Snapshot. As you can see, this triggers all these actions, including creating a draft claim within Guidewire, as well as pulling in the consumer and insurance policy, participants, vehicles, and coverage all into the ServiceNow system from Guidewire. As you can see, the out-of-the-box flows and actions we have created makes the setup for a ServiceNow administrator very straightforward. And now we'll move to our second demo to show how this spoke improves the day-to-day work of a claims agent. Our demo persona is Sarah M., a claims agent, and I'll show the creation of a new claim from her perspective. Sarah receives a call from a customer, Erica Billings, that she has been in a minor car accident. Sarah navigates to create a new claim and asks the customer, Erica, for her policy number, which she inputs here, as well as the date of the incident. As we just saw in the admin flow demo, this then pulls the policy number from Policy Center in Guidewire. By clicking here, we can quickly and easily review the coverages associated with the policy, the vehicles registered, as well as the insured drivers. But back to our claim creation. We input the incident details, such as the date of the accident, the nature of the loss, the address where it occurred, and an incident description. Next, we move to claim property. We add a property, which we know from Erica is one of her insured vehicles, which automatically populates on this list. Submitting this then creates a vehicle incident ID within the Guidewire system. Next, we move to the claim participant, which we know is an insured vehicle driver, Erica Billings. And lastly, we move to collect inbound documents and specify that the identification used will be a driver's license. And once all of this information is completed, we click Submit under Initiate Claim. This returns an open claim number that has been created in Guidewire. Thanks for watching our demo.
I forgot to mention this at the top when we started the demos. We have blurred out some of the sensitive information in these demos. So it's not that you didn't have enough coffee or your glasses are foggy or the Zoom isn't working. That's actually blurring that we've done after we recorded the demo just so we could mask out some stuff. But of course, when you configure your instance, it's all going to be there. That's I forgot to mention that because I remember I saw some blurring in this one and the previous one as well.
In our latest...
Yep, go ahead, Maggie.
Thanks. So our second insurance-related integration is with Frisk. So for background, Frisk is the leading provider of trust and automation for property and casualty insurers. And they provide real-time, data-driven fraud scores and insights on the inherent risks of customers and interactions. They utilize AI technology with their trust automation platform to provide transparent fraud scoring and prevent fraud attempts. So our partnership with Frisk will help insurance carriers in a number of different ways. First, it will protect against fraudulent claims and reduce claims leakage with their transparent fraud scoring model. Second, it will offer score trends and history, as well as the rationale for changing scores on an intuitive dashboard, and it'll streamline the claims process. And third, it will allow adjusters to quickly assess a claim's propensity for fraudulent activity or the clear presence of fraud to prevent payment leakage. So in our first adjuster workspace demo, we saw a little glimpse of the fraud score in one of the tabs as a little sneak peek, but now we're going to jump into this Frisk demo to really show you the ins and outs of how the tool works.
In the latest Vancouver release, we're introducing our Frisk Spoke and integration. Frisk is a leader in P&C insurance and fraud scoring. We join our claim during the adjuster evaluation stage of the claim. The claim adjuster wants to know the fraud score that has been returned from Frisk. To do this, we navigate to the Fraud Score tab on the top of the page. For this particular claim, we see a fraud indicator that has been returned of 30. As you can see, this is considered a low score, but we still want to dig a little deeper into understanding this score and see what indicators are associated with it. So we scroll down and see that the indicator returned is claim damage timing checks. So it looks like the claim was filed too close to the inception date. And here, that's defined as within 90 days of the inception of the policy. This could be an indicator that this is a fraudulent claim or the reason the carrier is buying a claim. In addition, if we scroll over to the right, we can also see the score history trend. In this particular case, we can see that the score has come down significantly over time, but that they had a high score of 100 inputted just 1 month prior. So due to the nature of the indicator present, our adjuster knows that additional information must be gathered and documented in this claim, and that SIU likely should be notified of the possibility of a fraudulent claim. Now, as additional details are added to this claim, the adjuster may want to update this fraud score to see if it gets higher or lower, because perhaps this was actually a legitimate claim and the person just happened to need coverage within 90 days. If that's the case, he can click into these 3 dots and regenerate this score at any time. Thanks for joining our demo.
Man, you are killing it with these demos, Maggie.
In the latest
So now I will move into the integration that we've built for banking. I don't think this background is needed, but I'll share that Equifax is a top 3 credit bureau company, not only in the United States, but also internationally. Equifax OneView is their industry-leading cloud-based solution that provides a comprehensive view of a customer's financial profile to help determine creditworthiness for the purpose of making lending decisions or credit decisions. Every banking and insurance customer that I speak with tells me that getting a holistic view of a customer helps make them make informed decisions. So now our customers can very easily send customer information from ServiceNow to Equifax and get information back from Equifax to seamlessly orchestrate workflows that help make credit decisions. Our out-of-the-box integration also helps reduce development effort and increase speed to market to digitize manual work. Also, this helps our customers deliver smoother end customer experiences and achieve a faster return on investment with this pre-built integration. So let's see how we help make this happen next. With our new integration to Equifax, developers can quickly and easily send and retrieve information from Equifax with very minimal effort. As everyone knows, Equifax is one of the top 3 credit bureaus, not only in the US, but also internationally. We are excited to partner with Equifax and help our mutual customers connect to the Equifax OneView so that our customers can get a customizable view of an individual's financial profile for quicker credit decisioning. So with that, let's see how we can get a credit report for a customer in FSO next. Here is a customer, Claudia, whose last name I've changed so I can pull data for her from Equifax test environment. Claudia has a few financial accounts with our bank, and she is applying for a new loan, so we want to pull her credit report from Equifax. Let me hop into Flow Designer to show how developers can easily configure that action. Out of the box, our Equifax spoke ships with 2 actions. One, to request the OneView credit report in a data format. The second, to request for the OneView credit report in PDF format. Now, both of these actions can be leveraged in subflows to show the right information to the operations team or to automatically make credit decisions. Here, I'm passing Claudia's first name, last name, as well as her address over to Equifax, and then I'll wait to retrieve information back from there. Let's look at the information that we received back from Equifax via our spoke. Our API call to Equifax completed successfully. Let's take a look at the output returned by Equifax on Claudia. You can see that the output comes back in either raw format, and it also can be looked at in the formatted format. Here you'll see information has been retrieved on both Claudia, her consumer credit report. We can scroll down. We have a lot of information about her. You see all the inquiries that have happened. You see all the models. Most importantly, everybody's interested on where is the credit score. You can put that score and leverage that score in your business rules engine. And you can also get access to the PDF. You can use this code and use the second action that I showed previously to pull the PDF report and bring it back within ServiceNow. And here is the OneView credit report in PDF format that you can pull using the second action in our spoke. As you can see, there is a lot of information available at your fingertips to help with credit decisioning. The 2 actions can be invoked across the various FSO workflows as needed using our spoke. And this is just the start. In future releases, we are planning to add widgets in the UI to bring this information right into the workspace. I see a question in the Q&A for Maggie and me. So the first question is, are all of these integrations live, the Equifax, the Guidewire, and the Frisk? Yes, all these integrations are live. They are easily available on the ServiceNow store. That's store.servicenow.com. You can go to the left panel and then you can filter for financial services operations, and then you'll see all these integrations. And the second question that I did see is whether dispute management is part of a FSO application or whether it is a separate new application. So dispute management is part of the existing card operations application that we released. The main reason behind this is what we heard from our design customers is they have specific teams and departments that are managing cards, and they do the whole end-to-end management. So it's issuing a new card, maybe putting a card on pause when you go on vacation. It all happens via the same department. And then they also help service disputes. And those are all within the same department. We have different roles within that application so that if internally within the department the actual people are different, you can separate the roles in the list view, but it's all within one application called card operations, which provides that end-to-end card issuing and card servicing capabilities, which honestly is a big differentiator from how a lot of our competitors have positioned their products. So great questions. If there's any more, please do keep them coming. With our new that wraps up the spokes that we have developed, and we know that it'll be incredibly useful for our customers because our customers have been influencing our roadmap. So thank you for that. Now, I personally like this slide not only because I made it, but also I like the fact that this visual showcases that the FSO product is a powerful combination of the financial services specific capabilities as well as our amazing CSM platform. We generally tend to cover the FSO or financial services specific capabilities in the roadmap. So I highly recommend that folks go check out the Live on ServiceNow webinar for Vancouver enhancements in CSM, where they showcase the enhancements in CSM that our customers can benefit. What Maggie and I have done is we've taken a few of those enhancements and showcased here, how they will benefit our financial services customer. The first feature is a service organization management's available services capability. This will help customers in the banking and insurance domain understand which services are being offered at which branches and locations. So the two visuals here show how this can help banks and insurance providers. In banking, for example, only some branch locations offer foreign exchange services or offer notary services. So this can be configured in service organization, and this can also be exposed on the portal so that customers are aware of what services are being offered at what location. Similarly, on insurance, some locations only offer certain types of insurance products. Not everybody does home insurance, auto insurance, etc. So that can be configured and then also shown on the portal. Similarly, service organization management's customers served feature helps the location managers or the branch managers easily identify customers that are attached to their branch locations. So in banking, this will allow branches to identify VIP customers or high net worth individuals and submit cases on behalf of those specific customers. Similarly, in insurance, this allows advisors to identify their policy holders and see coverages for them. Because sometimes, if you have a customer that is visiting from another state, you may not be able to provide them insurance in your state based on your licenses, etc. So having that view of what customers are being served at what location is very helpful in that context. So to reemphasize, financial services operations provides low code, but with a prescriptive guidance. with our out-of-the-box data model and applications, which are designed in a specific manner that will help our customers reduce their total cost of ownership. Our applications are built on the right data model. They include workspaces and applications for specific personas, workflows, and orchestrations that can be used to request and fulfill services. We offer specific user interfaces as well as process improvement capabilities like reporting analytics and process optimization content packs on top of the base platform that can really help accelerate the time to market for our partners and customers as well. So shameless plug time. I want to highlight 2 upcoming FSO webinars that are happening next week. The first one will focus on how to cut costs and boost efficiencies in financial services. This will be hosted by Tammy Shapiro, the head of financial services product here at ServiceNow, and Tom Ormandy from our marketing team. They will be joined by guest speakers from Guidewire, Frisk, and Equifax. You won't want to miss it. And if you want a double header, immediately following this, we'll have a how-to webinar with a partner, New Rocket, on strategic digitization. The webinar is titled Your Ticket Out of Shared Mailboxes and Beyond. We've seen from a lot of our, I would say, overwhelming majority of financial services operations customers, the first use case tends to be digitizing a shared mailbox. So we're peeling the onion or peeling the layer and showing how to start with that first use case, set up the correct foundation, and set up the accelerated path to digitizing your bank or your insurance providers. So we look forward to seeing everyone over there. Also, shameless plug, part number 2, we now have 4 courses on Now Learning that a lot of our partners are taking. Along with these 4 courses, we also have an accreditation for FSO and banking for our partners to showcase their expertise to customers and prospects. Maggie, I'm not sure, I can't see the chat, but hopefully you can post the URLs for the webinars in the chat. And we will also be releasing an FSO for insurance accreditation in November. So I hope I didn't put you on the spot, Maggie. I know I see you typing, so hopefully.
Oh, I'm putting them in now.
Awesome, thank you. With that, heartfelt thanks from both Maggie and me for attending our first live on ServiceNow webinar for financial services operations. If there are things that come up, please feel free to reach out to Maggie and me via email, and we will also see you on the ServiceNow community and answer any questions there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.